Started off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakak, Kodash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to you, Achium, that's out there listening. Pushing forth this word with truth and sincerity. And your few Akwat as well, that's listening with sincerity. We're the brothers from the camp GMS Montreal, coming back with another Monday lesson. And, as you can read in the title, it is commanded of us to preach this gospel, to do the work, okay? Because like the apostle Paul said, we can start with that, woe is me if I preach not the gospel, okay? Because the Lord has said, indeed in these last days, men, to preach this word, man, or to, show forth his intentions of, the prophecies or things that he's going to do in the near future. And our job is to proclaim those things before they happen, right? A prophet, he says things before they happen. Pro meaning before, phasai meaning to say. And that's what we're here to do, man. Yeah, whenever you have it, bro.
Okay. It says here, I'll start at 1 Corinthians 9, and I'll start at 14. It says here, even so hath the Lord ordained that they which preach the gospel should live off the gospel. But I have used none of these things, neither have I written these things, that it should be done unto me.
Right, because when you read the two letters that the apostle addressed to the church in Corinth, one of the issues that he had was the fact that they weren't basically funding the men that were preaching forth the word, him. In other words, they weren't giving tithes or whatnot, or we could say donations, in a lack of better sense. So he was addressing that, right? Because he did a lot of work, right? He was traveling, to these different churches and preaching the word. So one of the things that he addressed is the fact that here it is, I'm preaching this word unto you guys. How come that I'm not getting any carnal benefits in a sense? Right, he was saying, I'm not, asking you to do it, but I'm just telling you, as I'm, doing the work, naturally, you're supposed to give carnal benefits. Mm-hmm. So that's the issue that he's addressing right there. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you put out your effort, to do this work, to preach unto the people. Okay, salvation. It does say freely you have received, freely give.
Right.
Okay, but again, it's work, it's effort, it's time taken off. It's a sacrifice. Okay, so the same way that you're sacrificing, the Lord also told it says pertaining to the Levites how they should receive tithes.
Right.
You see, because we are doing the work of the Lord. Okay, so when you're giving donations, quote unquote, unto the ministers, it's not you're giving it unto the person, it's really giving it for the ministry's sake, so that he can focus on doing the work more efficiently than to focus on making money, making bread.
Right.
How is he going to pay his bills and things of that nature, just so he can have weight off his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So reading on, it says, for it were better for me to die than that any man should make my glory in void. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of. For necessity is laid upon me.
Right, necessity is laid upon us to preach this gospel, man. Mm-hmm. So in the what the apostle was addressing is like I'm not writing these things for you to do it, because like you're gonna be taking my glory away. In other words, you can't boast about the fact that I'm doing this work, but in other words,
I'm doing this work for money.
Yeah. Like he now he could actually boast in the fact that he's doing the work, and here it is, he's doing it just like off of just him, in a sense. Mm-hmm. But the point is, he recognized that it's necessity that was laid upon him for to preach this word, man, by the Heavenly Father. Mm-hmm. Right? Yahushua said, when he saw the vision, or when he saw Yahushua, he's like, he told Paul that you're a chosen vessel unto me, and I'm going to show you how many things that you must suffer for the gospel's sake. Right? So he knew that necessity was laid upon him, man. Mm-hmm. Just like when we are called, necessity is laid upon us to preach this word, man. Mm-hmm. Because we have to preach the word in order to get, to warn our people and also get the blood off of our hands. As it says in the book of Ezekiel. You know what I'm saying? Here it is, something's going to happen and then you're not going to warn the people. Come on, bro. You have to warn. You have to preach the gospel. Okay? And prophesy unto the people. You see? Yep.
It says here, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel.
Right. This woe goes into destruction. Destruction unto me if I preach not the gospel. Okay? And we've seen examples in the scriptures where, different men, they tried to basically not go and prophesy. For instance, Jonah, what happened? You know what I'm saying? The Lord persuaded them, bro. Those few nights he spent in there in that fish's belly, hey, he got convinced, bro. Okay, yeah, I gotta go to work, man. He understood. Right? So this is the type of power that we serve, man. If you truly have fear for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you're gonna do the work, man. And not putting off from day to day, making excuses. Yep, go ahead.
For if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me.
Yeah, and indeed we will get a reward for preaching this word. In the book of Hebrews, it speaks about how that the Heavenly Father is not unrighteous to forget our labor of love. Because this is indeed a labor of love, man. Okay? And the Lord is not going to forget it, because in the kingdom, we're going to get to rule. Even Peter asked Yahushua, what are we going to get for forsaking everything and following you? You're going to get what? Thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel, man. And everything that you have lost, you're going to receive 100-fold, man. So, we're not doing this thing for naught, man. Although right now, you're not seeing the benefits right then and there with the naked eye, but the benefits are going to come, man. Okay? Because right now we're investing in the spiritual things. There's more?
Yeah, it says here, I got the word of the word dispensation. It says here exemption from a rule or usual requirement. It says here exemption, immunity, exemption, exclusion, exoneration. The second one is the system of order, government or government, organization of a nation, community, etc. Okay, the system, order, scheme, plan, arrangement.
That's Google or like the blue letter? What's this in the blue letter?
Yeah.
I think it says something else.
Okay.
I think probably like a duty or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. The brother's gonna get it.
So like the demon is.
Okay, what was it? The blue letter. What's the?
First Corinthians 9 and 17.
Okay. First Corinthians 9, 17. So this is the word dispensation. In the blue letter, it says oikonomia. It says the management of a household or of household affairs, specifically the management, oversight, administrations of others' property. Right. So dispensation of the gospel is handed unto us. In other words, we're here to manage, to look over this truth in a sense, man. Okay, we are the overseers, right? And here it is, this word that we have received is not our own. It came directly from the heavens. Because like we read, right, of others' property. This is the property of the Heavenly Father.
That's it.
It goes on, it says the office of a manager or overseer, stewardship. You know what I'm saying? So we're the stewards, and a steward goes into a manager. Overseeing over these things, man, which the Lord did say that, the leaders that he's going to set in place for the nation of our people is the prophets of old, pursuant to the, what's that, second Ezra, the first chapter, So, yeah, man, we have received a dispensation of the gospel, So with knowing that, how much more, supposed to get, in doing your part, man, whether it is your help or, you're a prophet, a teacher, whatever that your lot is, hey, you get to it. Because this is the time to work. Because we're coming to the time that, like Yahushua said, well, no man shall be able to work, man. You know? You got some of that one.
Yeah, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Luke 2:49, and he said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? What wist ye not that I must be about my Father's business?
Right. That was when Yahushua, he separated himself from his parents after, the time was done for them to go home. They were looking for him, and he was in the temple, right, conversing already with the elders, man. As soon as he turned 12, he was already about his father's business. So likewise, as soon as we got called, hey, our business is about, Yahushua's business, man. Making sure the elect is coming in. Like it says, the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Right? Pray that the more laborers may come in. So we need more laborers, and we come in, hey, you put your hand to the plow, you start plowing, man. No matter how you feel, I feel like this, I feel like that. No, there's work to be done, man. When you get in that spirit, you got to rebuke it. Right? Are we not disciples? Which that word disciple, what's in it? Discipline. And if you're disciplined, hey, you're going to be consistent in doing the things that you need to do, man. Yeah, there's one.
Yeah, I have something else for you, good.
Okay, Cotton, real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 1. It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which shall we put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
That's the calling, that's the order, the commandment that the Lord has given unto us, okay, to preach the word of prophecy, okay, not your own vain opinions, okay, according to the law and according to the testimony. That's what we're given unto the people to lead them back to the Father.
Yeah, verse 2, it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Because there's no lies in it, because they come off Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That is, as the brother said, that's the heavenly work, man. Okay, that's the heavenly dispensation that was given unto us, man. Okay, that's stewardship. Okay, the Lord called us, and we have been spiritually hired to serve the Lord, okay, by doing this work, okay, by preaching the words of prophecy, okay.
Yeah, I got another one, but the point was really verse 1. I told Ezra what to speak the words of prophecy unto his people. That was a commandment.
That's it.
And the whole scripture is a commandment. So reading these things, and understanding them, hey, you read and what you apply. You don't just read it and you just stay there. You keep it to yourself. No, you apply.
Because you can't be a hypocrite. Okay, the Lord said pertaining to the wicked Pharisees. He said unto the people that what they tell you to do, you do it, but don't do it like that. Don't do what they do, okay? Because they say and do not, okay? So you have to be about the walk, okay? You can't tell someone, with that precept, if you tell someone to not commit adultery, does thou commit adultery?
Right,
okay?
Right.
That's so you have to be about what you're preaching, okay? You can't just talk a big game. You have to be about it, okay?
Yeah, I got what you paraphrased.
Yeah.
This is Romans.
Because they're teaching our people how to correct, we're exposing our people unto their sins, and we're correcting them, teaching them the better way, teaching our people to turn back to the Lord, okay, by abstaining from the evil ways, okay. So how could you tell someone to abstain from evil and then you turn around and commit do the same evils? Okay, that will make you a hypocrite, which is something that the Lord hates.
Yeah. Real quick, just to back you up, this is Romans 2 in verse 21. It says, thou therefore which teachest another, teachest thou not thyself? Thou that preachest a man should not steal, dost thou steal? Because the things that we say, first and foremost, we apply it to ourselves.
That's it.
I'm not gonna sit here and speak about something here as I'm not doing it. And even if I'm not doing it, then I'll say, okay, this applies for me first and foremost, and I'm saying it to the masses too, right? Because like what we're saying, you can't be a hypocrite, man. Like be like the wicked scribes and Pharisees, because them they would say for you to do this, but they will admit it. Them they're not doing it themselves. Yeah. That's why Yahweh said to the disciples, observe what they say, but don't follow after their manners.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they were hypocrites.
That's it.
It says, verse 22, thou that sayest a man should not commit adultery, dost thou commit adultery? Thou that abhorrest idols, dost thou commit sacrilege? Thou that makest thy boast of the law, through breaking the law, dishonorest thou the Most High?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you dishonor the Most High, man. Okay, so again, you're not doing the work, or you're not doing the work correctly. It's not just about because you're teaching the people the correct way, but you also have to apply the correct way. If you're only preaching it and not doing it, you're not doing the full work, man. Okay, you're going off. Okay.
yeah. And I think there's a precept in the book of Sirach where it speaks about, like, you're good at, telling others what to do, but yet,
Profit,
huh?
profit unto himself.
But yeah, you're not profitable unto yourself. I'm paraphrasing it. It goes into something like that. I forgot the wording, but yeah, man. Here it is. You're quick to tell the next man what to do and what not. Then here it is, what you're saying. Applying it to yourself, man. You can't do that, man. Which a true leader, they lead by what example?
That's it.
And like I stated earlier, the Lord set the prophets, the men of the Lord, in place to be the leaders of the nation of Israel. So we have to lead by example, man. The things that we do, the things that we say, you gotta make sure our actions back up our words, man. And that goes into having integrity too, right? You say something, but here it is, you're not doing it. Hey, that's the stain into your integrity right there, man. You're not a man of your word, which our forefathers, they were men of their words, man. What they said, they stood by it.
There's a precept where it says that make sure that to leave make no blemish on the doctrine. Okay, if you're teaching something and then you do the opposite, that's gonna leave a bad taste in the people's in your followers' mouth. Okay, oh no, this can be the truth. Look at how he's acting. Okay, so we have a duty to honor the law, statutes, and commandments, and to respect them correctly, to observe what we teach. Okay, you see, because or else it's gonna be a bad look on the ministry, because we represent Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. That's our stewardship to handle His affairs. Okay, you see, and Yahushai gave us the perfect example, and even on this day, as the brother mentioned, He gave us the man, starting with the elder apostles and the men on down. Okay, that have the correct knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, and they apply it. Okay, right. Something simple as doing 3 videos a day. That was the order. Okay, it got to the point where the three videos a day is not enough, man. Okay, that's like 3 videos a day is not enough, man. Okay, because there's so much things happening, and if you're fervent to do the work of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, you're gonna do the work every day, man. Okay, so that's what it's minimum. It will be minimum 7 videos a week. Okay, if you're fervent, but of course things happen, life. Okay, so that's why they set the standard at 3 videos. You have no 24 hours in a day. You have the time to give at least 15 minutes. Okay, 3 times a day, 3 times a week to do the work of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Nothing's that important that you don't have the time to do 3 videos a day, 3 videos a week. All right,
that's true.
I got that precept that you're asking for.
Okay, come.
Real quick, Sirach 37 and 19. There is one that is wise and teaches many, and yet is unprofitable to himself.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you're out there telling people, repent, don't do this, don't do that. The Lord you're gonna be destroyed. Then you turn around and do the same thing. The same thing that you're pointing the finger at, man. Okay, and again, the Lord's gonna destroy you first, man. The Lord. It says that the Lord's gonna those that have known the Lord's will and have not done it, they will be beaten with many stripes. Because the more to whom is given, to whom much is given, much is required. Yeah. This knowledge is it was given for free, but it wasn't for free, man. Yeah. It was given unto you to work. Okay, the parable about the talent.
Come, I got you, bro.
I got something before. While you're getting that, come. It says here, John 4 and 37, say not ye, there are yet 4 months, and then cometh harvest. Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes and look on the fields, for they are white already to harvest. Okay, so time is now, man. Time is now to do the work. Seek the Lord while He may be found. Don't say, I'm going to start preaching the word when Jacob's trouble is here. Okay? Well, I'm gonna start preaching the word when the mark of the beast is here, when the famine of the word, when the famine of the word is here, I'll start preaching, so at least the word will be out there. No, man. Okay, this is the time to do the work, man. Because again, there's another piece that says that there's a time where no man can work.
Yep.
We're coming to a time where you won't be able to do this work. If you try to do this work, your life will be put to death, man. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
People are gonna you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna be in prison. You're gonna be classified as a enemy of the state because of this faith, man. The work is time sensitive, right? So this is the time to work. Okay, we have a shift. After your shift, you have to clock out. All right. So it says here, and he that reapeth receiveth wages, and gathereth fruit unto life eternal, that both he that soweth and he that reapeth may rejoice together. Okay, because again, we're all one body seeking for that salvation. We're seeking for salvation, and we're seeking for the edification, the building of one another. Okay, we want to, because again, the elect world, we love each other. It says, by this we know that you are my disciples. Okay, so if you love one another, you don't want to see your brother, your sister fall back into the world or get left behind and destroyed. Okay, but again, the most important is your own salvation. Okay, you fight for your own salvation, but you want to make sure by your work you're able to edify and the rest. Okay. To finish, it says here, and wherein is that saying true? One soweth and another reapeth. I sent you to reap that whereon ye bestow no labor. Other man's labor have ye other man labored, and ye are entered into their labors. Okay, so we're just continuing the same work of old. Okay, from the time of Adam even unto this day, man. Because even Enoch prophesied. Yeah. Enoch prophesied about Yahweh Shai returning, man. Okay, so this word that we're speaking, this is the same work that the prophets were there in the time of Adam, man. Yeah. Okay, so this is the same work that we're doing. We're speaking, thus said the Lord, since Genesis, man. Mm-hmm. Okay, since the beginning of the time, we've been preaching the same word, pushing forth the same vibration. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Real quick, before can I get this?
Go ahead.
This is Romans 12 and verse 11, straight to the point. Mm-hmm. It says, "Not slothful in business, mm-hmm. fervent in spirit, serving the Lord Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushua."
Can you go a bit up?
Okay. I'll start at verse 10. Mm-hmm. It says, "Be kindly affectionate, mm-hmm. affectionate one to another." Mm-hmm. With brotherly love.
Mm-hmm. That's like we're mentioning, we love one another. Okay, even it says the rebuke. It's better to rebuke than to have
secret love.
Secret love. Okay, it's
open rebuke is better than secret love.
There you go. Open rebuke is better than secret love. If you see your brother, your sister going off, you're gonna rebuke them so they can abstain from the evil ways and follow after Yahweh Hashem Yahshua the right way. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It says, "Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love."
Yeah, that's like it, because if you allow your neighbor to go off, you don't really care about them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It says, "In honor, preferring one another."
Mm-hmm. Not preferring one another. So again, making the sacrifice of doing the work. Okay, you might be tired, but you're still doing the video.
Yeah.
Okay, you might be it might be cold outside to a point, to a certain extent, but you're still gonna go outside and do the work. Okay, you might have a date, you might have opportunities to go on a date, but you have to go to camp. Hey, Salaka, we'll set it up another day. Okay, you prefer the brotherhood, you prefer this ministry above everything else, man. Okay.
Yeah, even the fact that you said, I just wanted to add to the point, you're tired, you still got to do the work, because, saying will come, bro.
That's it.
Your shift is over, you get home, I just want to relax, man. Yeah. I ain't trying to do anything much, knowing that, there's work to be done.
Yeah.
Here it is, you didn't do your lesson yet, or, you didn't read, or you didn't do anything spiritual in a sense, Nah, I just got to chill, man. That's the flesh.
Yeah.
When you get in that mindset, you gotta rebuke it, man, and finish the work. Then you relax.
Yeah, that's it.
And then when you do that, you feel way better, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you might not be in the spirit right then and there, but you cut to that camera, man. You read a few precepts, boom,
Yeah.
you're in the spirit now.
That's
Boom,
it.
boom, boom.
That's it. That's it.
The sheep is being fed, man. People
Yeah.
are being edified.
Yeah. The work
You
is
know,
being done.
it's being done.
Yeah.
But it takes for you rebuking those thoughts, because Satan's gonna come. Bro. You know, come with those thoughts to get you comfortable. Yeah, you just relax.
Yeah.
Be cool.
Because he doesn't want the work to be done.
Exactly.
He wants you to slack. Okay. He's that co-worker that takes 15-minute breaks every 2 seconds. Okay. That goes on smoke breaks. Okay. When he shows up, he doesn't do anything. Okay. And then he wants you to follow him and his shenanigans.
Yeah.
But no, there's work to be done, man.
There's work to be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, we fear this quote unquote manager, Yahweh Shai. We fear to get disposed of. We fear to lose this position.
Yeah.
Because it's because the spirit was given unto us, it can easily be removed. Okay. We don't want this spirit to be removed and to get back in the state of darkness to hang out with the congregation of the dead. No, man. Okay. Because there's nothing good in the world for us, man. There's nothing good waiting for the world, man. And we don't want to partake in those things, man. Okay, understanding the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua and what He's about to bring on this earth, man. Okay,
that's why you gotta make sure you're a profitable servant.
That's it.
You know, verse 11 it says, "Not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord."
Yeah, because if you're slothful, I believe in Proverbs it says, slothful. If you're slothful, you're a brother to a great waster.
Yeah.
You're wasting your time. You're wasting your this knowledge.
You're wasting space.
You're wasting space. You're not being profitable. What was that? The parable? No, not the fig tree. Yahweh Shai. If you're gonna get it, you know, because Yahweh Shai hates those that are not profitable, man. Okay. Yeah, that you know, what do you say pertaining to that servant that hid his talent? Said you're an unprofitable servant. Okay, he said cast him out in darkness. Take what he has and give it to the one that worked. You should have did something. You should have went to work. So when I come back, I could at least have some interest, at least have a gain. Okay, and to show you that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is a fair judge. He honors your efforts as well. Okay, even if you the fact that you tried and you didn't have any profit, just your efforts is enough. Okay, you did what you had to do, man. Okay, because again, let's say for example you do the work and then you end up bringing in a few brothers in the truth, but they all end up falling out. That doesn't mean you didn't work. You were doing the work and you're still doing the work, man. Okay, so you're gonna be rewarded for your actions. Okay, because you will remain faithful to the end.
This is Matthew 21 and verse 18. It says, "Now in the morning, as he returned into the city, he hungered," referring to Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
"And when he saw a fig tree in the way, he came to it and found nothing thereon, but leaves only, and said unto it, Let no fruit grow on thee henceforth forever. And presently the fig tree withereth away."
Yeah, presently, in the sight of the apostles, there is no the fig tree withered. Okay, and that fig tree is symbolically it represents a man. Okay, a man that had this understanding and knowledge and wasn't doing anything about it. Wasn't doing videos. Wasn't reading. Wasn't going to camp. Okay, well the Lord removed the spirit from him and discarded him. Okay, because again the Lord would represent the sheep. Okay, that are hungry. Okay, that need to be fed. And they come to you for knowledge and understanding, but you're not there. You're not doing the work. So again, you're gonna be judged for not doing the work, man. Okay, in a sense, it says they'll curse him that withholdeth corn.
Yeah.
Okay, you're withholding this knowledge and you're not giving it unto the sheep. Okay, they need it for life, man. The word that we speak unto the people are the words of life, the words of truth. And if you're not doing the work, you're allowing people to continue in the dead state. You don't care about the people, man. Okay? It says that makes you a hireling. It makes you a hireling. You don't care about the flock. You don't care about the nation, the servants of the Lord, man. Those that really want to find Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and serve him in truth and sincerity, man. Okay,
Yeah, if you love the Lord, you're gonna feed his sheep, man. That's
That's
what
it.
he told Peter.
3 times.
Yeah, he's like, love thou me, feed my sheep. Yeah,
Mhm.
3 times. And
Mhm.
what's the normal
The symbology of number 3.
yeah, fucking tongue twister, man. Yeah, you know the number 3. It means what? Understanding, man.
That's it.
You know, I can't get the words, out, but it means understanding. So, hey, 3 times, bro.
That's it.
So we understand what we need to do, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But I got the talent. You want me to go to the point?
Yeah,
Or?
yeah. Go to the point. If you want to read up, it's up to you.
Okay. This is Matthew 25 and verse. And verse.
You go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll read the beginning and then jump to the point.
That's it.
Matthew 25 and verse 14, it says, "For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods."
You see, that master is Yahushua, returning to the heavenly realm. Okay, and he called his disciples, as we are called today, to do the work. Okay, to handle his earthly affairs. Okay, because he's in the heavens handling his heavenly affairs. Okay, praying for us and doing handling the duties of a priest in the heavens. Okay, while we have to handle the duties of priests and on the earth. Okay,
dispensation.
Here we go.
Yeah, it says, verse 15, and unto one he gave 5 talents, and to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway he took his journey.
So the Lord knows what you can handle. The Lord knows what you can take. Okay, so he'll give you according to the right measure that is fit for you. Okay, because again, even this truth, it's some heavy stuff, man. Okay, it tells you that there's some vessels unto honor, vessels unto dishonor. Okay, it's not for everyone, man. Okay, not everyone can withstand this knowledge and not bug out, because it's some serious stuff, man.
Yeah.
It says that more things are made known unto you than are made known unto others, man. We have the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, the secrets to immortality. Okay, so if you're not right in your mind, you're gonna bug out, man. Okay, so you have to pray unto Yahweh Hashem to keep a right mind within you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It says, verse 15, and unto one he gave 5 talents, and to I read that one. Verse 16, it says, then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents.
So he did the work. Okay, he traded. Okay, he put his hand to the plow and he was profitable. Okay.
Yeah, it says, and likewise he that had 2, he gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money.
So again, the one that had 5, in a sense, he set an example, a good example. Okay, the one that had 2 set another good example. But then you have this one, this foolish individual that did contrary to the other 2. He went and wasted his talent. Okay, instead of putting it to use, he hid it as if he never had it. Okay.
Yeah, the scriptures speak about how that it's better for a fool to
hide his folly.
Then here it is, you have wisdom, you hide it, man. If you have wisdom, you're supposed to let it come out, man. You know this truth. Hey, you let it shine, bro. Okay.
Imagine how Shai the whole time he's on this earth, he kept silent.
Right.
Not rebuking, not doing the work. He's just there. He's just sitting down. I have the truth for myself. It's okay. No, it's not about just you, man. What was the precept that you brought out before? Choosing the brother before yourself? Yeah, man. Okay? That's the example that Yahushua left us, man.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah. Continuing on, it says, after a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckon with them. So he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant, that has been faithful over few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. enter thou into the joy of thy Lord.
See, you think that servant that did the work and had 5 talents and made 5 more, you think he was worried when he saw his master, or you think he was happy?
He was happy.
He was happy because he was beneficial, and that he did the work. Okay, you see, he knew that when his master would show up, he would be happy with his efforts. Okay.
Yeah, when he didn't do something that he's supposed to do, let's say at work or something, I don't know, with your parents, they give you a certain chore to do, and then they come back and then it's not done, you get scared, but you're like, shit, fuck off. You try to speed it up quick, try to at least make it like,
something halfway.
something got done,
Yeah.
But even then, you're still gonna get rebuked,
Yeah.
You're gauging them, see what's gonna happen. Oh, they're gonna recognize, oh shit, and the recognize like, fuck,
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's gonna be you guys that receive talents, and then here it is. The Lord comes back. You're gonna start, try to, make your way in, but it's gonna be too late, man. But I'm gonna jump down to verse 24. It says, "Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art a hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering which thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine." So he hid his talent, man. He didn't utilize the talent to bring increase unto the Lord.
He was lazy. He was being slothful. Okay. So I could to cut you off, but so he was afraid. He said he was afraid, but he wasn't afraid enough.
No.
If he was afraid, he would have done the work.
Yes.
Right? You see?
That's it. If he was afraid, he would have done the work. That's it. Beautiful.
Yeah. I was afraid I didn't do anything. Like you like you were mentioning about your parents. Let's say they tell you do the dishes. When I come back home and clean your room, they come back. I was afraid I didn't do anything. What? You were afraid you didn't do anything. Okay, let me show you. You're right to be afraid. Okay.
You're gonna seize the belt.
That's it.
Yeah.
Second guess, man.
Yeah, that's a dumbass excuse. Because if you're actually really afraid, you would move. Just like Noah, right? When he heard the thing that was coming, he moved with fear to build the ark, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you're truly afraid, you're gonna shit. I gotta get to work.
Gotta go.
Gotta utilize this talent that I have. Just to finish it off, it says, verse 26. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knowest that I reap where I sowed not, and gathered where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I would have received mine own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. So the one that had more, he's like, give it to that guy.
Yeah.
Because he's more fervent.
Yeah.
He's more in the spirit.
Yeah. He's going to use it.
He's going to use it. He's going to bring increase unto me. Right? Because you're just taking up space.
Yeah, and the Lord doesn't need people to take up space, man. He'll replace you quick, man.
Oh, very quick.
Yeah, that says, say not that you have Abraham for a father. It's not about just because you're Israelite that you're good. No, man. It's above that. You have to serve Yahweh Hashem. You have to be a profitable servant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're expendable.
Yeah, that's it.
Expendable. I say extendable. Expendable. Okay. It says, verse 28, Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. For unto every one that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Yeah, because again, if you don't have this knowledge, if you're not in the truth, you really have nothing. Everything that you have is temporal, and you're gonna lose it anyways. Okay. So again, the Lord is gonna give unto those that have this knowledge and make them increase, even to the point where He's gonna give them the kingdom and eternity, man. Okay, because again, how can you deal with all the benefits that are gonna come with the heavens, and you can't even do the minimal work that the Lord wants us to do now, man?
Right.
Okay. Because in the kingdom, you're not just gonna sit around. Okay, you get for rulership, to be a ruler. It's not just
Right.
walk in the park, man.
Oh,
It's work. Okay, it's work to be a ruler of one. It says there's a precept. It'll give you one city, give to another three cities.
Right.
If you're managing cities, it's not a light thing, man.
No.
People come to you. You have to make decisions. You have to have the answers.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to rule in righteousness. Okay. Someone that's lazy, you can't have this guy in a position of rulership. Okay,
right.
He'll be a bad judge. Okay, a bad judge, and he's not gonna be profitable to the people, man. Okay,
right. Yeah, there's even a scripture, I think it's in the book of Ecclesiastes, where it speaks about woe unto your land when thy princes eat in the morning.
Yeah,
because like you're saying, as a ruler, there's duties, there's affairs that has to be taken care of.
Yeah.
If you're this in the morning, the first thing that's on your mind is just eating and just
having fun, party bullshit.
Basically, in a party mindset, in an Epicurean mindset, you may say, then hey, that land's gonna be through.
Yeah.
Because if you're a true ruler, the first thing that's gonna come up to you is, okay, what's on my schedule? What do I take care of?
Yeah.
And then boom, boom, bam. Okay, you set up the day, and then okay, I'm gonna do this, do that. Okay, let me go eat. Boom, boom. The first thing on your mind is not just food and then let me take care of me. No, it's the people.
The woman's. Yeah. Because again, you have responsibilities, man. Okay. Even in this truth, you have responsibilities, man. You have order. We have duties. Okay. And it's very different from what's in the world. Okay. Because in the world, it's vain. Okay, the things that are in the world is mixed with a lot of vanity. Okay, but the truth is for a greater purpose. Okay, so it's even more. There's even more emphasis on doing things correctly, on doing things right. Okay, compared to what's in the world, man. Because we're fighting for eternity, man. Okay, if you have a vision, if you're seeing beyond this world, you're gonna understand the importance of doing this work, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was in the parable.
Okay. It says here in Hebrews 11:7, by faith Noah, being warned of the Most High of the things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. So again, even in the times that we're in today, man. Okay, being warned by the prophets that were before us of the things that the Lord is about to do to this world. Okay, we moved with fear.
Yeah.
Seeking to strive to serve Yahweh in truth and sincerity. Okay, doing the work. Okay, changing, becoming a new creature in Yahweh. Okay, we were moved with fear. Okay, so that we can obtain salvation and mercy in the time of wrath. And that we can edify those that also have been warned and understood the things to come, man. Okay.
Yeah, that was Noah was truly afraid. Not like that one that servant with the one talent.
He was truly afraid. Yeah, that's it.
I was afraid, Lord. That's why I didn't build.
Yeah.
Well, here it is. His lungs was being filled with water. Come on, bro. No, man. All the prophets, man, when they, when the Lord called them, there was a sense of fear within them and a sense of urgency, like, shit, I gotta get to it, man, and preach this word, man. I warn the people, man, because they also had an affection for their people as well, too. They felt the need to warn their people. Jeremiah, even though Jake was being fucking niggas, he felt that I'm supposed to, he tried to say him, but eventually the Lord showed him that fuck these niggas, they're not gonna listen, and he started saying curses on them. But regardless, there was a fear, But I want to get this real quick in Habakkuk 3 and verse 2. It says, "O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. O Lord, revive thy works in the midst of the years, and in the midst of the years make known and wrath remember mercy." So Habakkuk, he heard this speech and was afraid, man. You know what I'm saying? And here it is, he prophesied. Because that fear, knowing that what the Lord is going to do. And if I don't do it, hey, shit, I'm going to be like them.
Yeah.
Right? So we're coming that same stud, man. If you truly fear the Lord, you're going to do the work, bro, regardless. Okay?
That's it. You have something?
No.
Okay. It says here in Sirach, Sirach, give me a second. Sirach 51 and 30. It says, Sirach 51 and 28. Get learning with a great sum of money, and get much gold by her. Let your soul rejoice in his mercy, and be not ashamed of his praise. Okay, be not ashamed to do the work, man. Okay, work your work be time, and in his time he will give you your reward. Okay, because again, the Lord is not unrighteous to forget our deeds, man, that we do for his name's sake and for the elect's sake. So you do the work, there's a reward at the end. Just as when you go to work on your 9 to 5, you know that in 2 weeks or in 1 week or even the same day you're gonna get paid. You know eventually there's gonna be payment for your time. Okay, and how much more Yahweh Hashem Yashai, how much more greatly will he recompense our efforts that we've done for his name's sake.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's a just ruler. He's a just, just king, man. Not like this system. But, there's something else.
Yeah, and we just finished. Let's see. That precept where it says the time we might not work anymore.
Okay.
Let's close up with that.
Okay.
Yeah, just to further push the importance of doing the work, because the work is going to be a thing. It's on this side, okay? That this ministry, it's time sensitive. Just the fact that there's going to be a famine of the word, you already know that we're coming to the end of our ministry. We're coming to the end because, again, doing this work is opportunity for you to obtain salvation, to show that you believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay? Yes, in the time of temptation, there's going to be other ways that you can prove that you believe in the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But this is a work nonetheless. Okay? You see? And again, by doing this work now, okay, you have the opportunity to grow in the truth. Okay? To get more understanding, to get more knowledge, to know the things that are pleasing unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because when you're on the fly, this knowledge is not going to be easily or readily accessible. Okay? You see, we're not going to be doing videos every day. We're not going to be, you might not even be able to read, because we're going to have to be in that pilgrim mindset, always be on the move. So you might not even be able to read, man. This is a time that you're supposed to seek the Lord. Okay? Seek him 10 times more. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is John 9 and verse 4. Mm-hmm. It says, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day.
Okay, while we still have the opportunity to do the work, man, we must. Okay, you see, you're not gonna show up to work after your shift and say you're starting. No, your shift is done. Your shift is done. What are you doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
If you're a restaurant, you say a restaurant is open till 10 p.m. and then you want to show up at 11, saying you want to start working. So what are you? It doesn't make sense. We're closed. Okay.
Yeah, it says the night cometh when no man can work.
Yeah, the famine of the word. When the devil's going to come down with great wrath, targeting those that serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You say it's going to be the dragon was wrath against the woman, meaning the Israelites in itself. Okay, and he made, I believe it says he made war against those the remnant that kept the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that have this knowledge, that walking in the faith and in the fear of the Lord. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it on that. Okay. You got it?
Yeah, man. Hey, we're gonna close it off there, man. All right, like being all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kodash, Abaratazah. This was edifying, and until next time, we're gonna say Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, let's make sure I look dumb.